Hi everyone. So today's video we're going to be talking about the case of Tyarra Williams. But before we get into that, I do want to apologize. It's been a minute since I've uploaded any videos, and that's because almost immediately after my last video, a bunch of personal stuff happened with jobs and selling a house, and also I had some serious health issues that I'm still dealing with, but I now can properly manage. That isn't to say that videos from now on are going to be as consistent as they were before. I know I was uploading almost every single day, and I will try to still upload like Monday to Wednesday or Monday to Thursday. I will try to have multiple videos during the week. I just don't know how consistent that will be for a while. Because between now and August, just with housing and stuff, it's going to be a little off. But you're not here to hear about that, so I'm not going to go into detail. I just want to apologize. Also, I might have a break between these next few videos. Like, after these next few videos, there might be another slight break. Not because, I just disappeared off the map again, but because I will be doing some more research for other videos, and I just want to get ahead while I can. But all the links I use for research will be down below, like always. And let's go ahead and get into the case of Tyarra. So, Tyarra was a 19-year-old girl when she went missing on January 7th, 2016, from Greensboro, North Carolina. So, about 7 years ago, I want to say. No. So, let's get into some characteristics about her when she went missing. She was 5'5", 120 pounds, last seen wearing a pink shirt, black North Face jacket, dark blue Levi jeans, white Jordan sneakers with blue and green trim, and a royal blue knit cap. She had brown hair and eyes, a nickel-sized burn scar on her right wrist. Her ears are pierced, and her left nostril is pierced with a stud. So, Tyarra was born on June 18th, 1996, in Greensboro. When she was 5, she went on a field trip to the botanical gardens where she brought back a sapling and a cup for her grandparents. They planted the sapling in the yard, and as she grew, so did the tree. And so it now kind of stands as a reminder of just how much she's grown, and just a reminder of Tyarra in general. I thought that was such a cool memory that the family had. I love it when they have, like, a kid brings home, like, a plant or something, and it grows up with them. I think that is so neat, because it does show you how much your child has grown, but it also probably serves as a really sad reminder that she is not here. So she's described as a bright and kind person, and full of light. Her parents divorced when she was young, and she and her brother chose to live with her mother, or with their mother, Danielle. Tyarra went to Dudley High School, and had a thriving social life, and that social life was online and in person. In high school, she decided to join an early childhood development program because she wanted a career working with young children, and she also wanted to work with people with disabilities. In her senior year, she decided to move in with her grandmother at the Stony Brook Apartments near Randleman Road. She graduated in 2014, took a year off from schooling, and planned to go back in December 2015. She had enrolled in Guildford Tech Community College. But on the morning of January 7th, 2016, she would go to Guildford to get her student ID and register for classes. Later that day, she went to her mom's home and made plans to do back-to-school shopping and get textbooks the next day. At 6 p.m., Danielle, Tyarra, and her brother, they took down their Christmas tree, and then Tyarra's boyfriend Aaron came over and they all had dinner. At 8:30 p.m., Aaron, Tyarra, and her brother left Danielle's house. And I want to say very quickly, I don't know if maybe it's because he's a minor or if he just didn't want to be named. I could not find her brother's name anywhere. So if you're wondering about why I'm not naming him, I just couldn't find one. So Tyarra was last seen in the parking lot of the apartment complex with her boyfriend and brother. She told Aaron she was going to meet a friend, and she said this friend, their name was Travis, who lived within the complex and she would be back in an hour. She didn't drive, so she left on foot. Aaron says he didn't recognize the name Travis, but didn't question it. Aaron and Tyarra's brother went to Aaron's to play video games. By 9:30 p.m., Aaron returned back to the apartments, but Tyarra still hadn't returned. He tried calling and texting her, but she didn't respond. The next day, he stopped by again, but she still hadn't come. So he told her grandmother and mother, who then tried calling Tyarra, but still she did not respond. So the grandmother got worried and called Danielle, who realized that Tyarra had actually left her purse behind. Danielle immediately she just logged into Tyarra's Facebook, so I guess she knew she had her passwords, or she knew of them, or had easy access to them, which good. So she logged into Tyarra's Facebook and discovered that Travis was an alias for her ex-boyfriend, whose name has not been released. So what I'm going to get into, this last little portion, is all I have left on Tyarra. Like, this is going to be all we have for this case, and then we're going to discuss. So by 8 p.m. that evening, Danielle reported Tyarra missing to Greensboro PD, and a search was conducted in the surrounding area of the Stony Brook apartments, but no information was found. The police interviewed Travis, who said that they sat and talked in his car for about an hour and a half, and then she left. They examined his car, but nothing was found. And that's all we know. I assume that they, interviewed her family, interviewed Aaron, like they interviewed Travis. What do you think happened, or what do you think might have went down? Do you think she just decided to leave? Do you think something sinister happened to her? Like, what do you think? I do think it's probably something more sinister. And I say that because, and I know that this isn't necessarily the case for everybody. I know that there are people that are having a hard time and really dealing with heavy thoughts, and they still act as if everything is fine. They still go about planning their life. But in this case, Tyarra just seems like someone who was thriving and happy. And she had her career planned out. She was going back to school shopping. She was going to get textbooks. She was going to do all these things, and it doesn't make sense that she would just run away. So personally, I don't believe that. It kind of makes me wonder. Well, I guess I don't really have to wonder why she called her ex-boyfriend Travis. Maybe because Aaron knew his name and wouldn't be comfortable with his girlfriend going to see her ex-boyfriend. I know that plenty of people wouldn't be comfortable with that. But I feel like, I don't know, something about Travis just makes me feel weird. The fact that she's using an alias, what is she even talking about with him in the first place? I mean, we don't know how they left things, so we don't know what they were talking about. I would assume if they're talking that maybe it wasn't too bad, but something about Travis possibly being the last person to see her kind of makes me feel weird. I kind of feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe he wanted something that she didn't, he got mad, and something happened to Tyarra. That's kind of what my initial thought was when I read this case. Like, at first, I was like, is Aaron being a little weird? Just, like, not questioning who Travis is. But, he probably trusts her and assumes that she's going to be safe. Which, you can't fault him on that. And so I was like, okay, who else sticks out? That's kind of weird. And it's Travis. I don't know. And maybe another reason why she's using an alias for Travis is maybe not necessarily because he would be uncomfortable with him because that's his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, but maybe because maybe something has happened with him in the past and he's not comfortable with her going to see him because maybe he knows some things. Like Aaron knows some things, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe Tyarra and Travis have, like, not the best past, and he wouldn't be comfortable with her going to see him. You know, it could be a lot of things, but something about Travis just sticks out to me. Obviously, they didn't find anything, um, because as far as we know, nobody has been arrested. That's not to say that maybe he's not still being investigated, because I couldn't find anything else about interviews or searches or the investigation in general. Like, I just couldn't find that anything. Like, it's like nothing has been um, released. So they could still be looking into him. And I hope that they are, because something about Travis in particular just sticks out. Like, I just really feel like he knows something at the very least. Even if he didn't do something, maybe he knows more than what he would have said. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. So, what do you guys think? I hope that for Tyarra's sake and her family, I hope that Tyarra is happy. I hope she's somewhere safe. And I hope that regardless of what has happened to her, we do get answers soon. And if something has happened to her, that her family gets justice. Or she comes home. I hope that we get answers in this case, because it's wild that it's been 7 years now and there's just nothing. It's just wild to me. I don't know. But that's the case for today, guys. And thank you so much for listening to my video. Thank you so much for listening to Tyarra's story, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!